Hi, everybody. Listen, I am running really behind, but yes, hello and welcome to Book Talks with Sandy, Coffee Conversations with Sandy. I need you guys to share this out. I am obviously I'm traveling, but we have an amazing show this evening with none other than Sherelle DMs, who is the creator of Global Caregivers Network and the speakers. This is the speaker tour, the summit speaker tour. So I stopped on en route to Tupelo, Mississippi, where we are going to be amazing summit and conference for women on tomorrow. So listen, I want you to hang out and let's go ahead and share it out with some friends that we are on, okay? And we'll be right back
Welcome
with
to
you.
Welcome to Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends, a weekly talking segment with invited guests, best-selling authors, international speakers, coaches, and business leaders. A collective conversation aimed to empower, encourage, inspire all that listen. So welcome to our show, Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends.
Yes, and thank you all for hanging out with us. I'm going to start bringing on these speakers as they come in. Listen, sometimes when you're kind of traveling, and I had to get to a spot where I could get some Wi-Fi. Okay. All right. So hold on, and we're going to bring these ladies in. Yes. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hello.
Yes. Yay! Hey, ladies, hey, Coach Ma'am, how are you?
What's up, Judy?
Miss Sherelle.
Listen. If don't nobody know about this IT technology, baby, we do, don't we? Hey, Queen Tanya. Am I too loud? Wait a minute, is my mic too loud? Hi, Dr.
How are you? Yeah, what we're going to do is turn our mics down just a tad bit. And then, if you will, each person is talking, we're going to just mute, okay? Um, there is Dr. Fields.
Hold on.
Okay. If y'all will give me a second, what we're going to do is an intro, and I want to introduce you all so that the audience can hear you who you are. If you will, go ahead and put yourselves on mute just for a second. And I want to tell the audience about these great women who are joining Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends on this evening. You all, we are so honored. A Coffee Conversation, it actually is our platform, as you all know. It is an award-winning talking segment that we have conversation to aim to empower you, to encourage you, to inspire each and every person that comes on our stage. That's what we do. We come collectively to empower you, inspire you. And okay, it's a place also for accountability as well. So thank you all for tuning in. These beautiful women that you see alongside of me, I'm just going to turn my camera so I can make sure that you guys can see me. We're not on location, obviously, but I wanted to Coach Sherelle, come on, unmute yourself. I want our audience to say hello to you, know who you are.
Wow.
Listen, thank you for these amazing women. You have this summit that is coming up in July, and that's the whole idea. We thank you for tuning in and just reaching out to us and letting our audience know, how did Global Caregivers Network come about?
Wow. Thank you so much for that question, Dr. Sandy. We are here. We're in the place today. So we're going to talk about the Global Caregivers Network, right? That was established in June 18, 2021. So we have an anniversary come up, a 1-year anniversary coming up. Can I get a 1 year. And this has been so wonderful. Let me just tell you how God is moving this thing. And He is expediting it. It's nothing that I am doing. I am just following the orchestration of the Holy Spirit, right? So all is well. So what we are doing currently, the Global Caregivers Network is a network exclusively for caregivers. We come together. It's a platform where you can come and share your experiences, what's going on in your life, and also receive some feedback from other caregivers. That's the Global Caregivers Network. Now, from there, the Global Caregiver Speakers was established. And this is where we're at now, the Global Caregiver Speakers Platform, which is the number one speaker platform that's exclusively for caregivers. And I just love it because it's a place where caregivers can come to on a platform, share their story, go globally. You don't know who you're going to meet and how this your story is going to relate to someone else. So that's what we have, Miss Sandy, and your audience, Global Caregivers Network. If you are not connected, connect with Global Caregivers Network on Facebook. We'll share the information later.
Awesome. Well, what I want to do, I want to share a little bit about who you are. You are the visionary of this global network. Is a speaker herself. She is nationally acclaimed, a motivational public speaker. And one of the things that we know that you were successfully in the speaker con with Dr. Cheryl Wood and the speaker con that she did in 2020. Those of you that want to know all about this amazing woman, I just want to share a brief information about who she is. She is definitely a woman of the cloth. She is an evangelist. Who is evangelist Sherelle D. M. She is a best-selling author, contributor of several books that have
And I
captivated readers worldwide. Also known for her brand, Ms. Cheryl Speaks. The speaker has shared her story as a teacher, a caregiver, and an entrepreneur. Her book entitled I Will Wait Until Morning, a caregiver's memoir on assisting the loved one with cancer, captured not just thousands, you all, but millions of readers as Cheryl went deeper into her personal journey and experiences. Now, of course, we know her as a number one best-selling author, contributing author, national prayer book for everything under the sun. There's also those you can find it on her website. I definitely want you to do that. But her credentials, obviously, she has earned her degrees. She, as I said, she received her advanced diploma of biblical studies as a licensed minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ from the Destiny School of Ministry in Michigan. She sets the bar high, you all, higher. She sets the bar high for other speakers who want to make a difference on the global stage. She has also been with Sean Fair's leadership tour just out of 2021. She is one step closer to reaching all of her goals. Whenever we have a guest on evangelist, is whenever the idea is that you all make an impact. And what I mean by that is that not only do you make an impact, but you make an imprint in the earth. Caregiving is so necessary now, and what you are doing is providing those tools. You've brought very skillful very skillful. Amen. But this evening we have with us Dr. Alexandra Rosa. We have who is a keynote speaker. We also have Judy Amber, one of the keynote speakers that will be coming in July. We have Cynthia E. Fields that will be joining the stage, and we also have Dr. Patricia Goodman and Tanyelle Rogers. And as a guest speaker, you will have we call Lady Coach, Mother Coach,
I think she may have froze for a minute. However, we can keep this going. Yes, come on through. Come on through. I'm just we since we live and everything, so I just ad lib it till she come back in. So we all
Sounds good.
know that Saturday, July 9th, 2022 is going to be the day, right? And we're going to step up to the platform. We're going to do and come, and we're going to come with expectation that the audience is going to receive what you're speaking, right? We're coming with heartfelt stories. We're coming with heartfelt stories for the audience because we don't know who's watching. This is going to be streamed live. It's going to be streamed to I don't know where. You may be over in India somewhere. I don't know. You know how to stream, God. When you stream stuff out, you don't know where you're going to be at. But I'm just saying, I'm just making fun of it. So I'm just going to keep it going till Sandy come back in. So, Dr. Alexander, I mean, you on the scale too. You are doing a lot of things too, ma'am. And congratulations. You just set the bar in the Latino community, right? Just share a little bit of that about how you just graduated. I'm gonna let Sandy come back in and ask her question, but we'll just keep it going. Share something about how you just graduated and you set the bar in the Latino community.
Yes, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so my name's Alexandria Rosa. I go by Dr. Alex. That's what everybody calls me. And yeah, I recently graduated May 7th with my doctorate. I'm from Lorain, Ohio. And yes, representing my community that, I still live down the street from where I grew up, from where I was little. Still in the same neighborhood. And yeah, I graduated with my doctorate in nursing, and I've been in healthcare for over 20 years. I've done all the things: nurse aide, LPN, RN, got my associates, got my bachelor's, and then went on to get my doctorate. And so much of my focus has been on holistic health and wellness and bringing that into the nurses that I teach. So I teach first year nursing students at the local community college. So I bring that to the teaching, and then I bring that to the bedside and how I care for patients. And now I'm transitioning that into my own holistic health practice and really practicing medicine and really transforming healthcare and how it's delivered to people. That's really what my mission is now that I'm done with my degree. So yes, first one to get a graduate degree in my family, anybody that I know. And, I'm really being modeling that behavior and that aspiration for, all those other little Latinas in my neighborhood and girls that message me and see me. And, it is possible. You can do it. You can do it. And I have 3 children. I'm still with my high school sweetheart, and I've worked and gone to school and done.
Yay!
Yes, thank you.
That is beautiful. I'm just keep going because it's interesting because listen, I am all into Dr. Alexander and everyone on the platform. I love holistic health. This is something that we have gotten away from as a community, as people. Everything seems to be just separated, right? But when you look at the body, because I've been like a registered nurse for over 20 years, when you look at the body, you're looking at the body holistically. So, Sandy, we just kept it going until you came back in. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the mic now. Thank you. You muted. You on mute, Miss Sandy.
There I go. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay.
Absolutely.
And Judy, if you will, go ahead. And did you have an opportunity? Thank you for doing that. What I want to do, and that's what it's all about. Go ahead.
Oh, can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. What I would like to do is share with our audience what you'll be bringing on this tour as a keynote speaker.
Okay, I'm catching bits and pieces of what you're saying.
Okay,
So I'll go ahead.
Sandy, you got a lot of background in the back right now. It's like echoing.
Is it? Okay. So what I want each of you to do is share about your what you'll be bringing to the table at the summit in July, starting with Judy.
Okay. Miss Sherelle, in July, when we come forward, I have been in the healthcare field for the past almost 19 years. And I speak on the part of not only taking care of ourselves as a health caregiver, because it's very important as we're always so busy doing for others. I also touch base on the side where we lose loved ones that we take care of. I will touch personally on a personal story where I lost my very own daughter, and how we learn to live our new normal life and carry on with that.
Wow.
Awesome, awesome. Dr. Dr. Patricia, welcome. And if you will, just share with us also what you will be bringing for us. What can we expect from you on the tour and at the summit?
All right. Good evening, everyone. It's so good to be here. I count it an honor to be on your platform. And Dr. Schuster opening the doors for me to come in and have this opportunity. Again, my name is Dr. Patricia Goodman. I'm from Virginia. And I am so happy to share about my family, being a caregiver for my family. It started off just having my son. That's what I'm going to share about. Taking care of my grandfather. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Then my mother had colon cancer. So taking care of her for a little while. Then my grandmother, which you all gonna hear in my story, my shooting grandmother, shooting in her ceiling in her house, had no clue that she had a gun in her possession. But I've learned from her how to go from there and start working at a mental hospital. And I found myself loving mental health. And right now, I'm a caregiver for my cousin. So it's been a continuation of me being a caregiver. And the door was open, especially through my grandmother. When I saw her change right before my eyes. Thank you.
That is amazing. So seeing your loved ones go through a change, it can be impactful. It can be impactful for your family as well. I would like to go ahead and bring on Dr. Alexander, excuse me, Dr. Rosa, if you will, come on and share. You're the keynote speaker for the upcoming summit. And those of you that you're watching us on Coffee Conversation page, I want you to share this out. But we are definitely, because this is not a good way that I like to do interviews. Coach Cheryl, we're definitely going to be looking at another date. I want to bring you guys back. When I get back home, we're going to do it and do it well. Okay. I just really feel like that. Yeah, you deserve that. And so yes, Dr. Rosa, excuse me, tell me what it is that you'll be bringing to the summit as a keynote speaker. What are your specialties as well?
Sure. Yeah. So I'm going to be talking about holistic health and wellness and how I've really been bringing that to how I teach nursing students, but then also how I'm transitioning into having my own holistic health and wellness practice myself, and really, providing, and like I kind of said before, really transforming how healthcare is delivered to every one of us, because it's so different now, and really looking at the whole person when we care for them. And I'll get into this more, but so much of our wellness comes from our culture and our religion and our background and how we grew up. And so much of medicine, traditional medicine, does not address any of that, right? They just give you a bunch of pills, a bunch of papers, and send you on your way. So we really have to change that going forward. So that's really my mission now, and what I really feel called to do. And my specialty is I love working with women and doing a lot of preventative care and really focusing on preventative things that we can do, things with diabetes and prediabetes and blood pressure and cholesterol, PCOS, all of those types of things kind of fall into the umbrella, and really treating them in a more natural, holistic way.
I love when you hit on it about the beliefs of our spirituality, how impactful that can be on our wellness. In other words, what do you believe? What do you believe the Bible say versus the science? And so thank you. Oh my goodness, Coach Mims, that is powerful, because that could probably hold up a lot of the healing process because yes, we believe God. We believe that He's Jehovah Rapha, the God that healeth thee. We believe all of that, but we also believe that God works through medicines. That's why we have doctors. That's why we have
That's right.
physicians that will treat those areas that need to be treated. This is gonna be great. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Listen, Cynthia, if you will, I want you to also make a pitch, if you will. I want you to encourage people to go ahead and go to the website and start registering, you all, for this summit. You do not want to wait until July. We need you to go ahead and get that front row seat. So go ahead, say hello to us. Let us know what we can be expecting from you, and go ahead and make that pitch, if you will.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Cynthia E. Fields, and I am an author and motivational speaker and mental health advocate. And so I'm planning to speak to the audience in regards to my experience with caregiving, both firsthand in helping with my mother, and then secondhand experience watching my mother care for my father for 10 years. So I was introduced to the acts and the role of caregiving in junior high school. And so I had a really, and she was a caregiver at home. So just looking at the sacrifices she made, talking about those sacrifices that are needed for caregiving for a loved one on a personal level, and then also how it impacts family members, because I don't know that we necessarily talk about how the caregiver role impacts what goes on in the family, and then what responsibilities have to be taken on by the children, which in case that was my particular situation. So some of the things I had to do in high school and in college, whereas my peers did not have to, they didn't face because they weren't in the same type of a position as me. I like to work with women dealing with adversity. I like to work with youth, disadvantaged youth. I've been a mentor to brown and black girls. And so I like to center my attention to those particular groups. And so I plan to invite those particular groups to be a part of this conversation, because a lot of us are thrust into a caregiver's role at the snap of a finger, at the blink of an eye. And it's, you're not prepared for it. It's like you're learning along the way. So if we could do something proactively to help prepare people for this type of a role, that would be a plus. That would be a win for me. And since I am an advocate, a mental health advocate, I want to talk about mental health for caregivers and specifically self-care. So that's what my charge, that's what I plan to talk about. It's kind of a lot that I say it out loud, but I think that we'll have an opportunity to address all of that, even if it's not through me, but from everyone else who will be on the panel. So we have a lot that we will be covering. We are sharing this information to be a blessing to you, to be a blessing to our audience, and to really help to build a community of caregivers. A lot of times caregivers find themselves in a position where they feel isolated, where they feel like they're not getting the support that they need. They don't have a listening ear. So if we can, with Sherelle's vision, help to develop this type of a network where we continue to have these conversations, we can help to encourage, uplift each other, and provide resources that people may not even know exist to help them in their situation. So that's me.
I gotta get myself off of mute. I'm working with my smaller computer here. I think what you're saying about the family, how it affects, how caregiving affects the family when you have a loved one that is not doing well in their health, or you're watching them, or you're having to bathe and feed and clean, or even drive them from appointment to appointment. They're no longer driving. All of that has a mental and a physical aspect or effect on the family. And so I'm glad that you're going to be bringing that to the table and being an advocate. I love that. Now we're going to go ahead and bring on, yes, Miss Tanyelle Rogers, if you will, come on and share with us who you are and what you'll be bringing to us on this tour, on this summit tour as a speaker. I think she may be frozen there a little bit.
Danielle, can you hear us? I don't think so.
No,
Danielle.
while we're waiting for her, if you will, Coach Sherelle, if you will, go ahead and let us know the date and where we can register for
Sure,
your event.
absolutely. Absolutely. So those of you in the audience, the Facebook audience, you can connect with us, any one of us on this platform, and also with Miss Sandy. There's a link out, the event Bright. It's $10. It's going to be streamed live. So go to
Yes, ma'am.
Eventbrite. Excuse me. Go to Eventbrite right now and sign up for this wonderful plethora of caregivers, global caregiver speakers. Now, all the people, everybody have their own tribe of people, right? So go get your tickets today. Don't wait. Don't delay. Do it today. Listen, it's already what? June 2nd, is it? Okay, so we got less than a month to get this thing rolling. This is the thing, too. Don't wait the last minute. We got to stop waiting till the last minute. Come on, people. So I'm inviting everyone to come forth today. Go get your ticket. It's only $10. Your friend right here is worth $10, isn't she? Yes, go support your sister. She's going to bring a wonderful story for you and for someone else in the listening audience. Eventbrite, the heart of a caregiver's $10 tickets. Go get your ticket today. Don't delay. Thank you so much. And
You
you
are
can
so,
connect with,
yeah, go ahead.
no, I was just saying, and just connect with the Global Caregivers Network. I know right
There
now
you go.
it's not just us that's out there. Come on through. It's not just us. There are speakers and caregivers around the world. Am I right? There are caregivers around the world. So what do you need to do? You need to connect with anyone on this platform. You can connect with me, Dr. Alexander, Judy, Tanyelle, Dr. Patricia, Cynthia E. Fields, and there's other caregivers also that's on this platform that's going to be speaking. Connect with any of us. My name is Sherelle D. Mims, and I am sticking with my story. I have a passion for caregivers. A passion.
You do have a passion.
I am.
Yes, you do. You all,
I'm
I interviewed her, and I'm gonna tell you how passionate I know that you are. You are so passionate that you're letting people know that it's not just something going on in the United States. All of you all know that we're so impacted right now. We've never seen the high number of
Mm,
lives being lost through a handgun. I cannot remember, and I'm 60, will be 61 years old this year. Never in my
mhm.
lifetime. And this is going to go down in history. So where
Right.
am I going with
Right.
this? Is that caregivers, there are individuals that are left wounded. There are
Mm,
families that are left wounded and hurt. But it is a global issue. It is a global
yes.
pandemic, so to speak, for lack of a better word. And so, why not take a day and
Mm,
spend at your computer with your phone, however you need to connect? That
mhm.
$10 is not, it is nothing in comparison to what, how
Oh,
you never know how you want to be prepared to help someone. It's global. The Lord has given
yes,
this
ma'am.
woman a mission to reach across the waters, and it is a
Mm,
global impact. It is something, Coach Sherelle, I believe is that it says that we are our brother's keeper. We're also supposed to love our neighbors, love those that are
mhm.
as we love ourselves, the scripture says. Dr. Patricia, come on and weigh in on how important this is to have this summit.
Mm.
It's real important.
Are you
Miss,
with Dr. Patricia?
can you hear me?
Can you hear?
I'm
Yes.
here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
How important is this?
it's real important
Yes, ma'am.
because there's a lot of people that,
Yeah.
yes,
Uh huh.
there's a lot of people that don't know the seriousness of being a caregiver
Mm,
and being able to take care of yourself and not knowing that there is a support group that's in place. I know my cousin, and she may be in the audience in Facebook. Um, her daughter is struggling a serious illness, and she needed that support. I introduced her to this global network because I wanted her to know that there were people that have been in the same situation that she's in, taking care of others. And I wanted her to know that. And I wanted her to know that someone has her back. Even though I'm a believer, but you still need to hear that voice. And what we're doing is using our voice to share with others the importance of being a caregiver and letting them know that there is help out here for everybody.
I love it. Yes, indeed. Judy, if you will, come on and share with us the importance of this summit. Thank you for your patience. We're talking about the part of a caregiver summit. That speaks volumes. And so, Judy, how again important is it for someone to attend this summit?
Yes, I cannot express just how important this is. So you got to understand that even if you think you're not a caregiver, if you're a mother, a father, it started when you had a baby. Okay, that was the start in raising your children. And somewhere through the journey, you may be becoming a caregiver in another fashion, whether you all of a sudden had to take care of your mother or your father, a cousin, or if you go into the professional field. And along with that, I piggyback off of what Dr. Patricia Goodman says. There's a support system out there. And even in caregiving, part of that is that we lose some of our loved ones. And there's a support system as well with that in how to cope and deal with that. So you really don't want to miss this. There will be so many nuggets and so much information given to you. So you will have some idea where to go if you don't know where to go on your journey. And Ms. Sherelle, again, and Sandy, thank you.
I want you to drop a nugget.
A nugget? I can go on the aspect I really deal with the loss of a lot, and I'm telling you, I did not realize that there are 5 stages to this grief thing, because when I was going through it, I was doing just that, going through it. And it wasn't until years later that I learned about 5 stages. I'll share those 5 stages later, but it helps you kind of see where you're at as you're going through it. And even if you look back, you say, oh, now I get it. This is what I was dealing with. And it helps to make a little more sense. So it's, I say, there are no rules to grief, but there is life after death. There's your life, and we'll help you and show you how you do that.
That is amazing. Just she says that you realize that you're just going through it, and even not just grief, but even watching your loved one, coworker, or even as it says, a caregiver. I want to pay homage to those that work in the hospitals, that work in the nursing homes. You are caregivers. If you are an intake that you go to their homes, you are a caregiver. And what you have to bring, to the community and to many of us is priceless. When I go to my doctors, do we honor the nurse, the person who takes our blood pressure? Do we ask her, how is she doing today? And I'll sit in guilty. It's kind of like, no, I'm there for myself. Well, we never know what they are going through. So that's my little tip. Let's begin to be more conscious, even when we're visiting our physicians, when we're coming across someone such as these amazing individuals that are caring for family, your family, my family, our community, and they're taking a burden off of us. Because how many times have we been in the hospital and we've had to go to work, and had to leave our loved ones in the hospital for the doctors, nurses, and the intakes to take care of our family. So I just wanted to put that little play. It was on my heart. Because caregiving, you're talking about caregiving. I want to ask Dr. Dr. Rosa, if you will. We're seeing more and more where it is necessary, what you're going to be talking about. Do you feel that since the pandemic that we need to be keeping our awareness of things to look for individuals that are home? Where I'm going with this is how important it is that we be mindful that things change when it comes to taking care of someone. You can't take care of them the way that you did 2 years ago. And so, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the pandemic really changed so much for so many people, and it gave a lot of people time to think and a lot of time to be together with people they weren't usually together with a lot of the time. And yeah, it has really changed how we are thinking about ourselves and about our lives and what we're doing with our lives and how other people are impacting our lives as well. So much goes into that. And I think a lot of people have been doing a lot of deeper exploring of themselves and the big question, well, who am I? Why am I here? What am I doing with myself? And especially faced with like that mortality and everybody seeing people close to them pass away. And in the hospitals we saw so many young people passing away, and multiple people, like most of my nursing career was in the ICU. And so I'm used to seeing people pass away when we're there, but not in one shift where you're losing multiple people in one shift. And for the nurses, it's heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. And then you have a patient who passes away, but then you have another patient in the next room, and they don't know that, and the family doesn't know that, and you have to just go in there with a straight face and a smile and serve that patient just like you would, and you can't let them know or see how you're feeling. And that has just negatively impacted so many caregivers. So many. It's hurt them, and it's traumatized them, and it's going to take a lot of healing and a lot of resources for them to get better. And it's happening in the hospitals, but also in the homes with people that are taking care of loved ones that are passing away. It's impacting everybody. So this is why this global summit is so important, because everybody has been touched by this. Everybody needs some of that deep healing right now.
Absolutely, I'm saying that. So listen, what we need to do is we need you to register. It is so important that you take the time for yourself, someone that you know. Listen, let them know that there is the Heart of a Caregiver Summit that is taking place. It is a virtual summit, but it's a great opportunity for you to jot down. You can actually take your time, listen to what these speakers have, the nuggets. Lady Judy just dropped about what she's going to be talking about, giving you 5 points, 5 nuggets of how to deal with grief.
Mhm.
And then we have, I believe it's Cynthia in the field of mental health and preparing and being, and she's an advocate. So giving tips that's going to help you, because we just came out of the brink of mental health. And what you all agree is that mental health is not just like domestic violence doesn't happen in October. Well, it doesn't happen in May. We are dealing with mental illness or mental health all the day, 24/7. And so it's so important, as Dr. Patricia said, knowing how to how to take care of someone that has taken ill. And as Dr. Patricia said, and I believe someone talked about preventive care. I believe it was Dr. Alexandra who had talked about that. I know that we had Miss Tanyelle. I think we were having a problem with getting her in there. We are going to reschedule you. Hello, Facebook, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out there. I need you all to share this for sure. This amazing lady, we're going to be bringing the tour. The summit is in July. we're going to definitely invite you all back. And just want to give you last words to say, because I'm pretty sure we're off schedule and you may have had something else, but we're just tapping the surface, you all. We're going to be replaying. I do want to let our audience know you can go over to YouTube. We do have a YouTube channel now, and this will be playing on the YouTube channel. We will be doing a replay as well for you because we want you to get the word out. If you will, Evangelist, if you let us know one more time the date of the summit and where we need to go to register.
Absolutely. Okay, good people. This is going to be the Global Caregiver Speakers platform. We're going to have speakers, caregivers, right? They're going to come and share their heartfelt story with who? You. You're in the audience. Facebook audience, YouTube audience, and abroad. We're going global with this, right? Why? There are caregivers out there that's what? Lonely, depressed, going through, don't know what to do, and they need someone to talk to. The ladies on this platform and some men are going to come and share their story with you. So we need you on board. Get your ticket at Eventbrite for $10. Why is $10? Live. And so all of the ladies right here they have their own tribe. They're going to bring their people in. Now, what we don't want to do, get your ticket today. Get your ticket today. If you can't afford to pay $10 and watch her for maybe 15, 20 minutes, then shame on you, right? Come and watch your sister give a story to the world. $10. I got $10. Do you have $10? So that's our story. It's going to be The Heart of a Caregiver, July 9th, Saturday, July 9th from 9 to 3. Come and listen to the stories. Come and share. You never know who's in the audience and you never know who's watching. July 9th, 2022,
That's
9 o'clock
right.
a.m.
That is so true.
You never
Yeah,
know who.
you never know
So
who's
get
in
your
the
ticket
audience, is
today.
what you were
Don't
saying.
wait.
You never know who you're touching, whose lives that you're
Sorry.
impacting. Um, so July 9th, you all, from 9 a.m. in the morning to 3 o'clock p.m., and you will get all the nuggets, all of the tools. And even if it's just one thing that you can put into practice or hear from these amazing women and men that will be sharing the global stage of the Heart of a Caregiver Summit. This is the July edition, which tells me is that there's going to be another one behind this one. And so,
You already
absolutely,
know.
we are so excited. Absolutely. Well, I am looking forward to it. We're going.
And so while we're waiting on Miss Sandy to come in, we all know about technology, right? I don't even stop. I'm like a Duracell, this thing rolling. So we understand technology, right? So this is what we're going to do. I need everyone that's watching and those that's going to continue to watch, go ahead. Don't wait. You got Cynthia E. Fields, you got Dr. Alexander Rose, you got Dr. Patricia Goodman, Amber, and we have other speakers that's coming to the platform. Get your tickets today. Have your tribe come on and get their ticket. Don't wait too long. Don't wait too late. July 9th, 2022 is going to be on. What do you have to do Saturday morning? Come and watch the Global Caregiver speakers for the first 6 hours. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Nugget before we get up out of here. Come. Who want to give a wisdom nugget? Miss Sandy gonna kick back in because we about to go off the in a minute. But who wants to give a last minute nugget? What would you share with the audience? What would you tell if someone is going through right now? Cynthia E. with you. Keep it short and sweet, sister.
I would just like to say that whenever we're facing any type of adversity, it often feels like we're going through it alone. And when we're in those alone spaces, it's very easy for us to get into those feelings of, feeling depressed or you lose your feelings of self-worth. And you really, there's power in surrounding yourself with people who can help to encourage, inspire, and uplift you. And this is the perfect place for that to happen. So please join us July 9th. I am on the West Coast, so it will be 6 a.m. to 12 noon. But you guys can get up and do it. It's going to be worth it. There's going to be so many nuggets, set your alarm, go to bed early, come and join us.
I'll talk about global. That's definitely it. Well, listen, thank you all for picking up there where we are. Before y'all lose it, y'all lose me again, and they have definitely had my back. If anything, they are amazing. So listen, thank you, Coach Mams. I certainly appreciate you all. You all know, my audience, you all know this is not how we do. But I thank them for their grace on this evening. I want to thank, yes, the phenomenal Judy Amber, all the way from helping. Judy, you're from Michigan?
Yes, ma'am.
Michigan. I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to hearing those nuggets. And we're talking Dr. Patricia Goodman, all the way from Virginia. Cynthia E. Fields, yes, thank you for, and looking forward to your mental health advocate information. Dr. Rosa, you are phenomenal. Yes. Get your spice. And we're not going to forget the phenomenal. Yes, I want you all to look out for Tanya Rogers, who is also one of the speakers. And most of all, the visionary. We want to say thank you to Coach Sherelle Mims. She is phenomenal. Yes, she's the moderator, creator of what? Global Caregivers Network. Listen, caregivers in the medical industry, you want to join this network. So look out for her, reach out to her. You can find her on social media, Facebook. Just type in Sherelle D. Mims, and I promise you can find her. As always, you guys know that I love you. Thank you for your grace, and thank you for your attending, and share it out. Dr. Sherelle, do you have anything else to add?
Yes, be on everybody. Just show up and be ready, right? And all this technical difficulties, we slamming that right now, right? We know about IT. We know there's difficulties. However, come join us July 9th, 2022 at 9 a.m. at the what? The Global Caregiver Speak Heart of a Caregiver. Be there. We're going to be there. Get your $10 out today. All right? Thank you so much, Sandy, all of my philanthropists and speakers for coming out. Thank you so much. We're going to catch back up with you, Sandy, Miss Sandy. We don't worry about the difficulties. It's a part of life. We're going to keep this thing going, right? We're going to Saturday, July 9th, 2020 at 9 a.m. in the morning. See you then. The Heart of a Caregiver.
All right. You all take care. Have a great day. Stay with me in the green room if you can. All right.
Thank you.